Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Shelby TV Sports Special. Tim Meyer along with Jarrell Petrie, former Eisenhower star quarterback. And Jarrell, tonight we have a homecoming game, the Eisenhower Eagles and the Dakota Cougars. And both teams 3-1 on the year, and this has always been a big rivalry game between the two teams. And tell us a little bit about the Dakota Cougars, who are 3-1 this year.
Yeah, this is always one of them big games you look forward to and can't wait to get on the field with Macomb, Dakota. Dakota is 3-1, and they're 1-1 in league play as they beat Chip Valley and they also lost to Warren Mott. Dakota averages 178 yards through the air and 200 yards on the ground. They have 18 total touchdowns, and they're led by a superstar in Kaiser Carlton. He's already had D1 looks and offers from Ohio University. He has over 1,000 all-purpose yards and 72 total points, equaling up to 12 touchdowns. So Eisenhower's going to have their hands full today on the ground defensively.
And the Eisenhower Eagles last week defeating Grosse Pointe North to go 3-1 on the year will be looking to score with that offense that got 350 total yards last week. And so hopefully they can punch it in the end zone a little bit. But this Dakota team is a good defensive squad coached by Mike Giannoni, and they got some offensive firepower. So the Eagles are going to try to keep the ball away from them offensively and try to score a little bit by doing that. So the Cougars will kick off to the Eagles, who won the toss here. Eisenhower tonight without number 80, Willie Hunter. We don't know what happened to him as far as injury-wise goes. It's a kick, it's a short one. Taken there by the Eagles' Paul Kessler. And he muscles it out to, what are we going to mark it at, the 32-yard line of Dakota?
Yeah, here we go. First drive of the game. It's important to come down, execute, move the ball, get some field position, show this team you're not scared.
Well, the Eagles, like I said, had over 350 yards in total offense last week. So give us to Joe Metz, powering his way up the middle. He's grabbed there and tackled by number 43 of the Cougars, and that's Anthony Polajai. And it'll be second down and 8. Metz got 2 on that play. Whitworth at quarterback for Eisenhower. Kadari Johnson motion to give us to Metz again, trying to go up the middle. He stopped right there. Looked like number 90 in on that play.
It looks like Eisenhower's going with that fast tempo. They're trying to get plays off quick, maybe wear down that defense. John, before the game, also said that they're going to be looking to implement the triple option.
Pass is complete, but we don't know. I don't think Chargo got the first down. He might be a little short. He is going to be short by about 2-3 yards. Eisenhower will have to punt here. They quickly hustle on their punting team.
Got a much different look than from the last home game against Stevenson. Stevenson didn't even use a punt returner. Dakota's back here with 2 returners.
A little skipper. Taken there by Benji Marshall. Really not a lot of room there to run.
Great coverage by the Eisenhower punt team.
Tackle there by Augusto of Eisenhower, number 51. So it'll be 1st and 10 Dakota. Ball will be on their own 27-yard line.
Dakota coming out with the trips right, spread formation.
Quick handoff there. Quickly coming to the outside is number 21, Kaiser Carlton. Going down the right side, he'll skip out of bounds at the 45 of Eisenhower.
Yeah, and Dakota's going to be plugging away all game trying to get that running game going. Between both their quarterbacks, they use 2 quarterbacks They have a total of 2 touchdown passes and 7 interceptions. So you're going to see Dakota really trying to pound it out on the ground and get their way rushing.
Good block there by number 62, Colin Schock there. So it's 1st and 10, Dakota. Ball's on the 45 of Eisenhower. Drosky, the quarterback. Again, they give us to Carlson. He's grabbed there and hauled right down there by the Eagles. Number 90 for Eisenhower, Salvatore Voltaggio.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full today with Carlton. He runs a 4.4 speed, and he has already a few Division I schools looking at him. Small frame, 5'7", so he's hard to get down and reach, but he's very, very shifty. He's got strong legs, and you just can't arm tackle this guy. You really got to hit him, wrap up, and drive him.
2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Quick throw to the outside, and incomplete it goes. Intended there for number 2, Jason Bauer. Eagle, good coverage there by Eisenhower. A 3rd down and 10 for the Cougars.
That was great coverage out there. He planted his foot, came back to stop that quick hook. They went to the one-on-one on the hook route, and he stepped up, made a good play, made it tough for him to catch the ball. A little bit of a high throw, but great defense.
Drosky being chased. He's going to throw out of it. Throw is low and skips a couple of times. Good coverage there by Eisenhower. They really didn't have a lot of places to throw. Is Schmick, number 43, over there for Eisenhower. It's 4th down now.
That was great coverage there, and Eisenhower, as you can see here, he rolls to his right, and if he puts this ball in the money, this might be a pick 6 going the other way. So great job by Eisenhower, and Dakota's quarterback just had to throw that one away.
Kessler is deep for Eisenhower. Had a punt return last week. The kick by Drosky. It's a nice spiral. Kessler takes it on the 6, tries to go up the middle. He does, breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's probably going to get up to about the 14-yard line before he's tackled there.
Good old jersey number 1. I like seeing Kessler in the number 1. That's my favorite number, and also the one I wore back in 2003, 2002.
Well, it looks like he was going to break this. And then
yeah, he broke that first tackle, and he didn't see the guy that he originally had juked. He got by him and came back, made a play on it. Almost stripped him, too. Good thing he covered the ball.
Chris McGee making a good play, staying with the play, number 6 for Dakota. And he makes the tackle and prevents Kessler from getting up to that right sideline. So 1st and 10, Eisenhower, ball on their own 13-yard line is where they're going to mark it. Kadari Johnson in motion, fake to him. Now pitch to Kadari. He makes one move and makes one lunge forward, got about 3 yards.
Eisenhower going straight power option right to the short side of the field.
Marshall on the tackle, you'll see here.
And when he's just simply reading that end, and as soon as the end played him, so he pitches it out.
Marshall with a great open field tackle there. 2nd down at 7. Here's a give to Joe Metz. Not a lot of running room. He's tripped up. Marshall in there again, also falling on him and grabbing him was number 22, Chase Folco. So he got about a yard. It'll be 3rd down at 7 for Eisenhower. Dakota shifting it around a bit.
Looks like Dakota's playing man defense across the board.
We're back to throw a couple run fakes. Throws it up there. Intended for Kessler, almost picked off there by McGee.
That was a great break by McGee. He's seen that he was coming to that inside route. He jumped it. Almost had a one-handed interception. As you can see here, he's running that in route, and they were all over it.
Actually, Kessler probably prevented that from happening.
Sometimes the receivers got to go up and play defense just to keep the ball from being intercepted.
Now here's Ben Campbell to kick it off for Eisenhower. Marshall and Carlton are deep for Dakota. Good snap. Campbell's kicks a liner. Marshall take it on the 50. He's being chased there. Going backwards. He breaks a tackle. Look out. Breaks another one. Finally, he's tackled there, but not till he gets to the Eisenhower 35 as he's tackled by number 44 of Eisenhower, Cody.
This is a great return here. He's got good patience. He trusts his speed to get outside. And Kaiser Carlton stayed with his block there to lead him around the end. It was a great punt return, and he broke a few tackles to gain extra yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Dakota. That ball's going to be on their own, on the Eisenhower Eagles 34-yard line. Drosky back, fake to Carlton. Now he's looking, going deep. Got a man out there, but he overthrew number 1, Jalen Hall. It'll be 2nd down and 10. So he missing a mark there, but you take a little bit off that. I think Jay Hall was getting a little bit of space, a little separation.
Yeah, and when you do those double moves, I always try to coach, and I always did myself. I like to try and hit it more of a line shot. As soon as he makes a second break, try and hit him right in stride, right on the pads. It's early in the game though. You get the butterflies on those deep throws sometimes.
They're out of the middle. Oh, and he's not going anywhere. Brandon Eisenhower, big number 81, and Andrew Sebra, as well as a host of other Eagles.
And Dakota loves to run that inside zone influence type play, so Eisenhower is going to have to be swarming to the ball, and for them to get a win today, they're definitely going to need to step up and stop the running game from Dakota.
So it's 3rd down and a long 10 yards for Dakota. He's got a man open in the flat. Nobody's covering Carlton. He's got it at the 30, the 25 to the 20, and down he'll go to the 16-yard line. And somebody blew an assignment there because he was way too wide open.
And the whole play, too, no one was with him, and there was no one in the flat. Eisenhower must have got caught in a cover 4. Eisenhower was running a cover 4 there, so they were bailing out, looking for long 10, 12-yard passes, and Carlton snuck out in the flat, had no linebackers or anyone playing man with them, and here goes Dakota in the red zone.
I guess if you're going to have somebody cover somebody, you want him covered.
He's one of the best players in the entire state. Got to have an eye on him at all times.
Give us a Charles. He's going to try to bounce it outside. And he's going to go to the 10 to the 5 and dives in. No, they say he was down at the 1.
Dakota got a great seal on the outside there to turn the D-line in. As you can see, he got 2 guys for the price of 1 right there, number 11, and Carlton just being patient and then turning the speed on around the edge. That 4.4 speed is tough to handle around the corner. Yes.
Very tough. So here it is, 1st and goal, Dakota. 7:24 left to play in the 1st quarter. There's a give to number 33, Brendan Pittman.
And there's that classic Dakota influence zone that they like to run up the middle. They pull both guards. It's a tough play to read because your 3 technique D lineman reads the counter, and he tries to follow. So it's a tough play, and that's Dakota's bread and butter.
So Dakota strikes first here in his homecoming game. They're on to kick the extra point. Is Jason Bauer. No, Jason will be holding. The kick by number 11, Tavon Allison, is good. And with 7:19 left to play here in the 1st quarter, the Dakota Cougars get a touchdown as Pittman goes over, pretty much untouched, and they lead the Eagles 7-0.
It's going to be it's tough for Eisenhower's defense today because of that play that you just seen. That's Dakota's bread and butter, that inside zone type play, and you want to contain Carlton and make him stay inside so he doesn't get the edge. So it almost plays into running that inside zone. So it's tough. They're going to have their hands full today dealing with the Dakota run.
Well, the Eisenhower coaches on the sideline were yelling for holding on that play of Carlton's run, which he almost scored on, but we didn't see it on the replay.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the replay. It might have been on the outside, number 11. I did see actually his arm get around, but not enough for the refs to call holding. He actually got 2 guys on that block as well. So this is in these big games, you got to answer right here. You got to get a big kick return. The offense has to to knuckle up in March. They got to make a play. I'd like to see Eisenhower stretch the field a little bit, throw the ball downfield, and try and back them off. They've been very vanilla on offense so far, just with the power option and read option, triple option. DeGiorgio did say they want to establish that triple option today because Dakota struggled with them last year defensively with the triple option. So they're hoping to get that rhythm going.
Allison is going to kick it off, and Kessler and Kadari Johnson are deep for the Eagles. Allison got a little line drive kick as goes into the corner, and it's into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Eagles will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Yeah, the triple option, I'm sure that, Mike Giannone wasn't born yesterday, so I'm sure he's waiting for that from Eisenhower. Eagles did throw quite a bit last week, I mean, more than they have all year, and had a little bit of success with Kessler and Chowdhury, number 6, but this Dakota defense is pretty quick back there.
Yeah, they got some great talent on defense. I'd like to see Kessler get a couple one-on-one plays. He's got that big frame. He's got the big hands. I think he can make some plays on a lot of these corners in the MAC Red. He's a talented receiver.
Well, we'll see what they can do now. 1st and 10 Eagles. Whitwer back from the shotgun. Now he pitches out to Slokowski. He's got a little bit of running room. He bowls forward, close to a first down at the 30. Let's see if they got about 9 yards, tackled by number 6 out there. Johnson in motion. Now fumble the ball. It looks like Dakota's got it. And they do. Recovered by number 22, Chase Folco. That's a bad exchange, Jarrell.
Yeah, and that's the difficult thing with option is the quarterback has to put it in his gut, the running back. So as he comes across his face, he has to make that read as, do I want to pull it or take it? And if you hold the ball in there too long, sometimes the running backs, they hold on to it as well, and they take it from you, and it turns into a fumble.
And that's not a mistake Eisenhower really wanted to have. It's, you see Anthony Saputo and his defensive mates have to step up now for the Eagles. It's Dakota, who made a couple of big plays here, and are on the board, lead at 7-0. Carlton up the middle, grabbed there by Sebra. Lunges forward to the 25-yard line, gain of about 3. Be 2nd down and 7 for Dakota. See it right here.
There they go with their basic inside zone, trying to set up plays for later in the game, the play action. They already showed the play action, and they tried to hit the seam route there.
2nd down and 7. And the give is to Carlton. He tries to go up the middle. He's dragged and held onto there by Jelai, number 55 of Eisenhower.
Now they had the same situation. It was a couple more yards last time, and this is when Carlton snuck out to the flat. So hopefully Eisenhower made an adjustment, put a man on Carlton, and they'll probably stay in their cover 4, keep everything in front of them, try and stop the first down.
3rd and 7.
Dakota tried to draw him off, with a fake count. A lot of times coaches like to do that to see what the defense is going to do if they're blitzing or not.
Roski back to throw. Got a man out there, caught it. Did he drop it or did he catch it? Incomplete. Looked like Pittman out there. No, I'm sorry. It's number 36, Dmitry Danikov. And
so
had it here, and he really didn't quite keep and hold on to it and dropped. He said he.
Yeah, they ran that deep out route just past the first down marker, underneath the safeties, but just over top the corner and linebacker. But he came in there, made a good hit, jarred the ball loose. That's a big play for Eisenhower.
Now here comes Taven Allison, and he's going to try a 41-yard field goal. He's got a little bit of wind at his back, so kick is up, and the kick is good.
What a great kick that was.
I'm sorry, that's not Allison. That's Dominic Nardozzi, number 17. And a good-looking kick there. The wind got it up high enough, and the wind took it, and it's now 10-0 Dakota with 5:30 left to play here in the first quarter.
And that just opens up so many things as a high school coach. When you have a kicker that can hit the ball from outside 40, that's very impressive, and it allows you to be conservative on offense when you're marching and got a lead. So it's always good to be able to rely on your kicker and put 3 more on the board, and not to mention the touchbacks that they can bring too.
So Eisenhower digging themselves in a big hole here in the first quarter. 10-0, and it's going to be an uphill battle. They did come back against Plymouth when they were down 14-0 in the first game, but this is a little bit different team here. Nardozzi puts the ball down.
Key coaching tip I've always went to when you're teaching kids an option, and maybe he could see it too, is I always tell him to go watch actually Cam Newton in the NFL, and before he does the read, he takes like a big hop, and it gives him an extra second or so to read it, and he steps kind of in front of the play, rides it out, and it decreases the chances of fumble and increases your chance of making the right decision. Pooch kick.
Fair catch called for by Saputo. He'll make it there at the 33-yard line where the Eagles will start.
And that's great. That's great coaching there by Maltop, and very good awareness. He immediately as the ball was kicked, he was calling for fair catch, avoiding the hit, and now they have good field position. So Eisenhower needs to capitalize off this. This is also the time where you can take a shot. You always look in between the 40s and between the 30s. It's a good time to do that. Play action, take a shot, try and make a play and spark this crowd and team.
Here we go. We'll see what the Eagles can do on this offensive series. Their third of the ball game. Kadari Johnson in motion. We got a flag. There goes Sikowski up the middle of the 50. 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, and now he'll go. Tackle there by Allison. We got a flag, though. It's going to be against Eisenhower, and it's going to come back. So the Eagles wasted a long run by Andrew Sikowski. Looked like he was going to almost score. Allison back there had the angle.
Great run and great speed there by Sikowski. Too bad there's a mental error and they got to bring it all the way back. Those are huge plays in these games that you must have. As you can see here, as he takes it right up the middle, tries to outrun the defense.
So we're going to repeat first down. It'll be 1st and 15 for Eisenhower. Kadari Johnson again in motion. Now he'll stop. Preventure, and he's not going to go anywhere. That play was read all the way by Sonny Cooper.
Yeah, they went to the triple option, and he filled out there on the pitch. They played that well. The DN stayed with the quarterback, and defensive back came up and made a play. As you can see here, he pulls it. He's trying to get that DN to draw to him, and he had to flick it outside, but there was nothing there for the Eagles.
Whitworth's pass complete to Kessler. He's got a few yards. Down at the 35.
And that's what I want to, I want to see that out of Eisenhower. Make them respect the pass, and even if it's a quick hook like that one-on-one, I think Kessler can make a lot of plays in this league.
So it's 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. Eagles on their own 35-yard line. What we're looking, now he fires out to Kadari Johnson trying to make a move. They'll get up to about the 38-yard line, way short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Eisenhower will be forced to punt there.
And as you can see, they stalled that drive right there, that big penalty on Eisenhower. They cost them almost 60 yards, and here they are, 4th and long, got a punt. Mental errors can kill your team. You got to come into these games sharp, ready to go, and on point.
Campbell
Nice
finally
spiral.
gets a nice spiral deep as Marshall catches it, and he'd be dragged down there by Schmick, as well as the Eagles, number 51, Augusto. Good punt coverage by Eisenhower.
That was great coverage, and Mario came in there, and as you can see right here, it looks like he tries to punch the ball out, which is great defense awareness, and could be a huge fumble right there with good field position. So Eisenhower's going to have to step up on D. They're going to have to stop this run and get the ball back and try and get a score here.
Well, it's homecoming night, the stands are packed, but it's also Dakota Eisenhower night, and that usually means the stands will be packed. So we got a full house here tonight. 3:21 left to go in the first quarter. The Cougars lead it 10-0 here over the Eagles. They'll start a drive from their own 25. Gives to Carlton. He looks for a little space, got a little bit of room. There's Ribicki coming up from his cornerback spot, making a tackle at the 33-yard line. 3-yard gain. Second down and 7.
You really got to focus on breaking down and shuffling with this running back, because if you're left in an arm tackle, as you can see right here, he goes right by this guy, and look how shifty he is to get extra yards. He's a very
he's not
good
that
runner.
big either. I mean, he's
5'7", like 160 pounds.
So you can get lost in there. Eagles shift around. Drosky back to throw.
He's going.
Oh, he's going to run it now. He's running for the sidelines. Saputo's there. Drags him out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but not before he gets a first down. See, he's got nobody open. Good coverage by the Eagles secondary, but not able to contain him in the pocket. Finally dragged down there. So here we go, 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line of the Dakota Cougars. 2:30 left to play here in the first quarter. You see some of the floats there. Drosky again back. Seber chasing him. Now he's being blocked. Jelli looked like he was just dragged and held down to the ground. Now a long throw down the sidelines.
Pushed out.
It's incomplete.
Great defense there. He knew he couldn't make a play on the ball, so he came up, hit the body. As you can see right here, he lets go of the ball. He's trying to get his toes in, but he played the body, pushed him out of bounds. That's a great defensive play there. Nice. He knew he couldn't get to the ball for a swat, so
play by Preventure back there for Eisenhower. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
I had a quick conversation with Preventure down there on the field, and just letting him know the big players got to show up for big games. You got to get that turnover, force a fumble, get an interception, something, get the team rallied.
Gives to Carlton, trying to bounce it outside again. He makes a shifty move, gets by Preventure and up to the 46-yard line, where he's tackled there by Metz.
And Dakota, see, they're having very well balanced right now. They're running the ball, they're working their play action, they're challenging the ball downfield, and that's what you need to do to keep the other coach guessing. And that's why I'm hoping to see Eisenhower start stretching the field a little bit. They did this last drive. Went to the one-on-one in the
championship belts there.
He was Darth Vader down there earlier today.
Look out. Gotta watch him. 3rd and 3. Koski again back to throw. Got a man open. No. Incomplete it goes. Intended there for number 16, Anthony Caldwell. Dakota going to punt it now. And good defense by the Eisenhower Eagles.
Yeah, the ball sailed on him. He didn't really plant his foot and drive. He tried to get rid of it too quick. They were trying to hit a quick hitter for 4 or 5 yards, get the first down, keep marching. He released the ball high, and now Eisenhower's got a good opportunity.
Drosky going to punt it, and Kessler's deep. He had a punt return for a touchdown against Grosse Pointe North. He made some nice moves and powered his way into it. Now we got what? We got a penalty. I think it's against Eisenhower, and I think it's offside.
Wow. Yep. Offsides on the defense. Encroachment, was it? First down. And there again, penalties, mental errors. These are things you got to eliminate coming into big games like this. You cannot win these big division MAC red games with penalties. They will kill you, and as you can see, it's already hurting them. They should be getting the ball back right now.
I think Coach Smith is telling the referee there that the center was moving the ball and jerked it a bit, and that's what drew our guys.
Dakota staying to their bread and butter, going with that inside zone. They came out throwing the ball in the beginning of last drive to keep the Eagles off guard. But like I've been telling you, their bread and butter is that inside zone, and they set up everything from that. And Carlton, he's shifty enough to break a big one.
2nd down and 6 for Dakota. Back goes Drosky to throw. Being rushed. He's going to set up a screen here. Carlton's got it. Now he doesn't got it. I don't know if that's a fumble or it looks like an incomplete pass. A little delayed whistle there by the officiating crew, but it'll go incomplete. See it right here.
And Carlton takes a big shot after this. He's going to recover the ball, not knowing if it's a fumble or not. And he takes a big shot right here by number 55 on Eisenhower.
Got him in the shoulder.
He got up slow, but he looks like he's all right.
That hurt him. He's got number 4, Sonny Cooper, in the lineup now.
You got to do that when you're playing against these big players. Any chance you get it to hit them or make a play and beat down on their energy, you got to. And so that's a good job there, trying to make a play. And Eisenhower thought it was a fumble.
Cooper now is in the backfield on 3rd down and 6 for Dakota. Motion comes Tavon Allison. Now the Cougars are going to call timeout with 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And they lead 10-0. It's a big 3rd down in Eisenhower territory at the 45, Jarrell. And when you get here, you're up 10-0 this early. If you're in Dakota, I mean, it's a big first down.
Yep, absolutely. And I like to try and put a dagger in a team. And hit them with maybe a hook and go, because a lot of coaches will be looking. They're going to look to do a quick out at 7 yards, maybe a curl. So maybe have one of your good playmakers run a hook and go and see if you can have a shot. But tell your quarterback, if it's there, take it. Let's get the first down and keep marching.
And Drosky has shown that he can take the ball and run, take off.
Good athlete.
He's got a good set of wheels on him, and smart, knows when to do it.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that actually. He seems to be a very intelligent quarterback, because a lot of quarterbacks, when they get outside that pocket, they want to make a play. They see players downfield, and they can make bad decisions. He hasn't forced nothing exactly yet today, and when the play wasn't there, he's throwing it away. So he's doing a good job keeping his team marching, and they'll punt if they need to. So very good coaching there by Coach G.
Well, the 3rd down is 6.
So Eisenhower needs to look for that flat play to Carlton again that they got last time. They had no one on him.
And he is back in the lineup. Cooper comes out. Changing the play now.
So Eisenhower's in a 4-3 defense, and they walk their linebacker out on the slot when they spread the field.
Drosky back. Good protection. The fire out there, got his man. Caught out there by number 36, Dmitry Donikov. And it'll be a first down for Dakota in Eisenhower territory 33.
Yeah, but Dakota just went with the good old 3-seam clear out play and hit the back underneath. It was a good play. Then got them the first down, so they're marching.
1st and 10, balls on the Eagle 33. That was a good throw by Drosky. Now he's going to run it. Here he comes. Now we got a penalty flag. And Bickey looks like it's going to be on number 1, Jalen Hall.
Oh, Jalen Hall, number 1.
Let's see.
Sure. Number 1?
We don't really see it on here, I guess. Go after.
He had got his arm around and got a piece of his jersey.
Well, that's all Carlton needs. I mean, he is.
Yeah. Good job by Eisenhower's corner there as well, as he tried to spin out of the hold, and he showed
Offense.
the referee the holding.
10 from the spot. Repeat first down.
It's from the spot of the foul, so the ball gets moved back to the 39. So it will be first down and about 6 or 7 to go.
That's where the Eagles need to look for that screen play.
16.
That screen play again. First and long, teams like to drop a screen. He's going deep.
Got a man down there. I got a flag. He caught it for the touchdown. Tavon Allison. I didn't know if he caught it or not. You couldn't see from up here, but it was going to be pass interference on Eisenhower.
Yeah, you gotta, and that's where the secondary has to communicate. Right here, when the ball goes up, they got to get their head around. This could have been an interception and a touchback the other way.
Ooh, I don't know.
couldn't tell by the replay there. From our angle, it looked like he got his hands under it, but it was very close.
Oh, 16-0 here. We haven't even finished the first
Touchdown is
quarter.
good.
Now what? The referees.
Yeah, and on that play, that's quarterback had a lot of confidence in his receiver. He just put it up there. He had the feeling that he would make the play.
As far as he could throw.
Yeah, he put it up there and trusted him. Eisenhower's got to get their head around on that. The secondary has to talk. When the ball goes up, that's when everyone yells ball. They got to turn around and make that interception. That ball hung up there way too long for the Eagles not to intercept it and start at the 20-yard line. And I think they had called a pass interference on the recovery. He kind of face guarded him. He got his body trying to come back on the play. Little did he know the ball was floating up there. He could have made a play on it.
And Nardozzi on for the extra point attempt. Kick is up. And kick is good. So with 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Dakota Cougars have just come at it, 17-0. I mean, they exploded here. You'll see Drosky with a long throw. That's about as far as you can throw it.
He did make the catch. He got his hands under it. Great play.
Mitchell out there, Austin Mitchell out there, and he would have been called for the pass interference. But, obviously declining it and going with, the touchdown.
Yeah, and believe it or not, sometimes coaches actually teach their secondary to pass interfere. It's not like the pros where it's a spot of the foul. It's only 15 yards, so sometimes coaches will tell a guy, if you're beat, just tackle him or bring him down, and we'll take the 15-yard penalty instead of a touchdown.
Now you're down 17-0. It's only the first quarter. What do you, as a player, what are you thinking out there? Eisenhower, shot themselves in the foot one drive and got a penalty in another.
Yeah, you really start to get some negative thoughts. Your head goes down a little bit, but you have to keep plugging away. You got to believe in the game plan, and all you got to do is get on the board here, and it's a different game. The momentum doesn't stay on their side. Get the crowd involved. So you just want to stay positive. Try to stay positive. Get your teammates going, excited, and you got to lean on the leaders. The captains of this team need to step up and make plays in these big games.
There we go. Nardozzi will kick deep for Eisenhower. Will be Kessler and Kadari Johnson. Last time he pooch kicked it. See what he does here. A little kick it long and a liner. It's going to go right in the end zone. So you got to hold that one, and the Eagles will start at their own 20. And that's probably where Dakota would like Eisenhower to start.
Absolutely. With a kicker like that, I don't even know why with a lead. They tried that pooch kick last time. I understand getting tricky and try to make a play and then score and go way up, but with the way this game's going, they should be kicking it to the end zone every time. Here we go, John Cullen getting the offense ready, getting them excited. Trying to hype them up so they can get down and get on the board here.
Yeah, he'd probably ask for some guys to make some blocks.
Eagles are going to be looking in a lot of trouble. They're going to be in a lot of trouble if they can't go down and put something on the board here.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Eisenhower. Sikowski in the backfield for the Eagles. The pitches to Preventure, and he's not going to go anywhere. Cougars really snuffed that out well. Over there, the big number 79, Brendan Sawajak.
Dakota has a great game plan. As you can see here, the DN, he's staying with the quarterback the whole time, but they're flying to the ball because they know if the DN stays there, he has to pitch. And when he pitches, they're stepping up. So Dakota's ready for this triple option and speed option.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Dakota 17, Eisenhower nothing. We'll be back with more football after this.
Still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Hey, and welcome back to this Shelby TV Sports Special. Tim Meyer along with Jarrell Petrie. We're here at Barney Swinehart Field for a Eisenhower Eagle homecoming game. It hasn't gone quite the Eagles' way here as they trail it 17-0 against Dakota as we begin the second quarter. Eisenhower will have it second down and 12 from their own 18-yard line. Haven't had a lot of success on offense here. Whitwer again, going to pitch it out to Sikowski. He's looking for a block. Going to get around the corner, the 20, 23, 24. It's up to the, almost to the first down stick at the 30. Brought down there by number 22 of Dakota, Chase Folco.
And hopefully Eisenhower can get the speed option going because I see a very good setup play. What they're doing now in Dakota, the end is staying with the quarterback, and they're shooting the safety up very hard on the pitch. So what they could do is a half roll like they're running speed option, drop back and hit that deep ball behind the safety. So hopefully Eisenhower has something up their sleeve with that setup.
Well, it's third down, and they're mightily struggling to try to get a first down here. The venture in motion. Now he's going to line up as a slot receiver. Kadari Johnson, he's got a first down. Skips a man to the 40, 45, 50. 45, 40, down he'll go. Right at the Dakota 40-yard line. Nice move by Kadari Johnson.
Times. Strong legs and taking it down the sideline. And he's such a patient runner. He's good at setting up his blocks and making cuts. That's another thing I like about Kadari is he's always getting the boys excited. He's always trying to get everyone rallied, and he never gives up.
So it'll be first and 10 Eagles. Ball on the 40 of the Dakota Cougars.
5 wide.
Deepest penetration today. We're going to give to Kadari Johnson again. He got a nice seal block to the outside. He cuts it. Now he makes a move back to the 35 to the 30. And Kadari Johnson close to a first down for Eisenhower. Tackle there by number 7, Clinton Ahidabo.
Looks like Kadari got something in his eye. Turf might have jumped up went right in his eye.
I think somebody poked him in the eye.
Or yeah,
we'll see here maybe.
Just great patience to sit outside and set up his blocks. That was a great run there. And now Eisenhower's got some momentum. They're rolling. They get on the board here. They can change the whole atmosphere of this game.
I think one of them balls came up on the field. It was a little.
That shredded tire.
Play is stopped here. What do we got? Penalty against the Cougars. It'll be a little 5
Right of the snap. Encroachment. Defense.
Offside.
Still first down.
Well, this is their chance to capitalize. So far, early in this game, Eisenhower has shot themselves in the foot with either penalties or a fumble. So hopefully they can finish here, get the ball in the end zone, go down 10 points.
And it's first and 10, or first and 5 rather, the 20 between the 24 and 25 yard line. Whitwer, give to Metz. Got a little bit of room now. He pounds it forward, close to first down yardage. Just shy of the 20-yard line goes Joe Metz. It'll be second down and a yard. You'll see Joe here.
It's a good cut by Metz, way to get up in there and leave them with a second and short. I like on 3rd and 1, Eisenhower on this drive, they did the 5 wide, but they actually did kind of like an end around with Kadari, and he had that big run down the sideline here, got him a first down. Eisenhower's going to go 4 wide, single backfield.
Give the Mets, got the first down, plows forward for another 3 yards and a cloud of dust, if you will. Cloud of balls, those little black balls that you find on these turf fields.
And great run, knowing the down and distance. He covers the ball here, and you see him hit the hole very hard so he can guarantee his team the first down. And the key thing is covering the ball, keeping the ball in their hands. shifting too right now to the Eisenhower side, so they got to get in the end zone here.
Now it's 1st and 10. The ball's on the 17 of Dakota.
We got this man-to-man down here with Kessler.
Venture in motion. A quick handoff inside. Albrecht trying to turn the corner. He'd be dragged down and out of bounds by Sonny Cooper. And that didn't fool Sonny at all.
Was that a loss of?
That's a loss of about 4. That's the chance you take if Sonny doesn't get blocked out of the play. So that moves him back about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 14 if Coach Smith's rethinks about calling that play.
Yeah, it's tough. You get down here in this red zone and be 2nd and long. It makes it very difficult. And now you see the Dakota corners all playing off, not giving them anything deep. Eisenhower's run the
throw
hook.
to Kessler to the 15. Drags his man to the 10-yard line. Paul Kessler, he's alone to bring down, and Falco found that out.
2 yards short. And I think Eisenhower needs to stick with this one-on-one out there with Kessler. If the corner's up in his face, go to the deep route. If the corner bails off, keep hitting that hook route. They'll have to respect your pass, and it'll open up the triple option and the play action as well.
It's 3rd and about 2.5 for Eisenhower. The ball sits right there on the 10-yard line. Now we got timeout Dakota again. That's their 2nd timeout of the half. They're going to talk this one over, and we got the Dakota fans over there with their lights going on. I don't know what those are, flashlights or what that is. Cell phones. Sorry, those are all cell phones out there. We live in a different age, Terrell.
Wow.
The Eisenhower kids on our sideline here are doing it too.
Wow.
Cell phoning them back, so it's
All my cell phone could do back when I played was Snake, that fun game Snake.
my cell phone's so old it needs a ripcord to start it up, you know.
You got the briefcase for it and everything?
I got the briefcase and everything for it. I got to turn the crank. 17-0 our score here with 8:11 left to go. Eisenhower threatening a bit. They're down at the Dakota 10-yard line on the 3rd and 3, so it's the 2nd timeout for Coach Giannone.
And it was a good timeout by Coach G to see what Eisenhower was going to come out in. They looked more of a big set. They brought in they put Preventure in at like a tight end. So it looked like they were going to go 2 wide in a big formation with Metz. But now Kadari Johnson has gone out to the slot. Last time Eisenhower did this formation, they did the end around to Kadari, and he had a big run. Man-to-man across the board. Eisenhower should look for a quick hit pass, maybe a QB draw.
DeGiorgio seems set. Now Eisenhower's going to call timeout, and they're going to come out with a different set. So you can feel the chess match going on here between Coach Chris Smith and Coach Mike Giannone. And a lot of people don't know that Mike had a little illness just recently. About a year ago. But it's good to see him back on the sidelines coaching. I mean, it would not be the same with Coach Mike Giannone on that Dakota sideline. That's for sure.
He's such a good coach. Every time I had to play against him, they were game plan for me. They always tried to keep me in the pocket, and they always have great athletes and very smart, well-coached players. So he's a great coach, and look what he's doing to the MAC Red. He's been dominating, and Dakota's going for their 3rd straight MAC Red championship, correct?
Yep. So we'll see. Hopefully the Eisenhower Eagles can put a little bit of a stop to that, but we'll see. They look awful. Dakota looks awful good tonight.
So far we saw a 2 wide, big formation, and here it is again. Now they're going back to before the first time out. They got a big formation out there, and it looks like they're probably just going to try and pound it out with Metz.
It's 3rd down and 3.
Big play right here for the Eagles.
Preventure in motion. Metz has got it. He goes up the middle. He's powering ahead. He's close to that 1st down marker. We'll see where his forward progress is marked.
Preventure saying 1st down.
We'll see what the officials say. It looks like we might have a measurement. We'll see. Let's see. Crosses the 10. He's close to that 8-yard line. I mean, it looks like he went over the 8.
With that measurement, it looks like it's
might be the size of all the.
It's close. Wow, they're going to measure.
Yeah, you got to measure this one. It looked like on the replay though that he went over the 8-yard line.
Yeah, he's right there.
so nose of the football's over there. Let's see if the chain gang. And he's got it by the nose of the football.
Yeah.
Just by the nose. Big first down for the Eagles. It'll make it 1st and goal, ball on the 8. Now, if you're quarterback with your team and it's 1st and goal, I mean, obviously it's nice to have it at the 1, but if it's at the 8, does that pose a problem to you?
It does. It makes it very difficult to have, because it's almost like a 3rd and long in a way when you're game planning, because they just defend the goal line now, so it keeps they can shorten up their defense. It makes it difficult. Our bread and butter back in the day, we used to always do the play action rollout and look for that fullback in the flat.
Unless you had Derek Chris.
He was amazing.
There we go. Whitwer on the option. You got to cut it back into the end zone. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
What a cut by Whitwer. Set him up outside. He even made him feel like he was going to pitch the ball, and he said, "I'm taking this."
And he did.
And he cut hard. He was looking, if someone wanted to hit him, he was looking to hit. I like that. And look at now the momentum has shifted back to the Eisenhower side.
And the Marine Corps approves. So Max Whitwer.
What do we have, a 12-play drive? Eisenhower marched down the field, and that's how you answer in these big games. If they eliminate those mistakes, I think they can stay in this game and come back.
Austin Mitchell to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 7:41 left to play here in the first half, the Eisenhower Eagles close the gap 17-7.
As you can see, he was coming around the right side. He sold them on the pitch, and he just cut up the field very hard. Eisenhower gets on the board.
Showed a little explosiveness there, Jerome. Reminded me of a number 1 that played for Eisenhower way back when, 2003?
Yep,
Yeah.
02-03.
And we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Nick Buckler, right now for a report.
And they own the all-time record, 12-8 over Eisenhower. And he said to improve on that mark, they have to come with a balanced attack, which it looks like they've done so far, and they can't beat themselves. Guys?
Thanks, Nick. And you're right about that. We've been saying it all first quarter anyway. Can't beat yourself.
Nick's hit the nail on the head with that statement, and that's what Eisenhower's doing. They're playing great defense. It hasn't been easy for Dakota to get down there. They've given them good field position, and hopefully they get a little more discipline here.
Mitchell will kick off.
Now you wonder, does Maltop have a trick up his sleeve right here and try a pooch kick?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Carlton's deep. By Mitchell goes deep. Benji Marshall can't keep it from going in the end zone. And the Cougars will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
And if I had a kicker that could put it in the end zone every time, I would do nothing but touchbacks. The chances of trying to score from your own 20 go into like the 20-30% chances of scoring a full 80-yard drive. So I would always try to pin them back and start from the 20.
Well, you have 7:41 left to play here in the second quarter. The Cougars will see what they counterpunch with.
And Ike doesn't have to do anything too much different on defense. They're doing a great job. They just got to watch that deep ball up the seam that they attempted earlier and the quarterback had missed.
Gives to Carlton. He's got a little bit of running room. Forces his way up the middle, but closed very quickly. It looked like he had a little bit of an opening, but he only got a yard on that play. Sani in there.
They're not going to go away from that inside zone. They will run that all year long and try to set everything up from it.
Actually, Saputo that made that tackle, number 24 of Eisenhower. 2nd down and 9 for Dakota.
See what one touchdown can do for your team. The crowd's into it. They're hype. Middle screen.
Screen pass tipped nicely. Smart play by the Eagles, number 62, Noah Lametta.
Great play and great awareness here by Lumetta. When I call it like the Olay block, when the O-lineman kind of just lets you go through and you feel that, you know it's a screen, so you got to get back, and he made a great play right there.
And he's about as tall as Carlton, so it wasn't like the receiver was towering over him. So.
And if the Eagles can get a stop here, you're going to hear this place go crazy, and you're really going to feel that momentum shift.
3rd and 9. Caught out there. Number 16's got it there, Anthony Caldwell, and he'll get a first down. Tackle there by the Eagles, number 28. Haidar.
And they just went simple routes. Anthony Caldwell just sat. If it was a zone, I'm sure the coach had him running a hook, and they were in a man. Eisenhower likes to play man a lot, so he ran a dig route, and there he is, wide open.
Sorry, it was Rubicki that tackled him. Be second down, or first down and 10 from the Dakota 40-yard line. The Cougars will have it. They're going to go to the air again. Down and deep. Looking back there, Rubicki's all over Caldwell. He makes a nice defensive play there at corner. Tried it again, little jump over him, but Rubicki was ready. See it here.
Is this Patrico?
It's number 16, Caldwell.
Anthony Caldwell. They got a lot of confidence in him. They keep stretching the field with him and putting it up there. And he looks like he can make a play, but our safety was ready. Swatted that ball.
Second and 10. Eagles shift a little bit. Fake to Charles. Groski's got it. He's going to try to go up the middle. There's nothing there for him. The Eagles push him back. Maybe got a half yard.
And the Eagles are doing a great job. You know Coach Smith was prepping them all week for this inside zone, so the Eagles are ready, and they're doing a good job. And they got to be ready for when he pulls it and tries to go around the edge. The quarterback has already had a couple big runs, and here he is. He just pulled it himself and tried to go up the middle. So they're changing it up a little bit, but Eisenhower's ready. And here's a huge third and long.
Third down and long.
Eisenhower in the
Third
basic
and 9
4-3.
actually from the 41.
They're playing that 4-3. The corners are going to be man.
Blitz. Betts coming into the middle. Got a man open, and Caldwell goes right through his hands. Rubicki on the coverage. They had a first down there.
And that right there is my favorite third and long play. They ran the good old fade stop. He sells them on the fade, stops, tries to make a play, but the communication and timing was off. So here go the Eagles.
You see right there, it's right through his hands. Oh. Hard throw by Drosky.
Yeah, and I was down there on the field watching him throw the slants and the out routes, and he's got a lot of zip on the ball. Well, let's see if Kessler can break one open here and get this crowd going crazy.
A little line drive kick is going to bounce. Kessler takes it on the 30 to the 35. Meets a man there, and he's going to go down up over the 35 to the 38-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Eisenhower.
That's one of them scary punts, too, as a coach. You're watching it roll right here. It bounced, and you see him that he wants to make the catch and try and make a play, so it is scary. But at the same time, that ball could have rolled for another 15, 20 yards, so he made a great play. And here the Eagles are with great field position.
The Eisenhower cheerleaders.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go in the half. Eagles trailing 10. This is, like I was talking about earlier, you're in the shot zone, I like to call it, in between the 30s and the 40s. I'd like to see them do a hook and go here down with Kessler. Kessler's had man-to-man coverage all game. I know it's the wide side of the field. It's a tough throw. But why not try to let your playmaker go make a play? I think they can burn him on that hook and go.
What do we got? Timeout, Eisenhower. They want to talk about this again.
And that's good. This is a huge drive.
Maybe they heard you up here talking about the hook and go.
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking about, it looks like Coach Smith got the high and tight there.
Hopefully. So here they are, John drawing up something. I'm looking for the Eagles probably to go high tempo again. Get the plays in and out quick, try and march on the field.
And Escondido Mexican cuisine here. The food is delicioso. You want to go there. It's right south of 23 Mile Road on Mound after the game. When you're hungry, here it is, first and 10 Eagles. Johnson in motion. And he's just going to line up
He's
the
got
bottom of your screen.
He's got man-to-man in the slot. He could beat him deep. Good move.
Whitwer takes the ball. It's over the 40, trying to cut it back. Got up to the 44-yard line. Taken out there by Chris McGee.
And now this is really opening up things for Eisenhower in the second half. They can hit the drawing board. When they send Kadari in motion, you can see the safety shoot up as soon as the quarterback rolls to option. So Eisenhower is going to have a big setup play there if they choose to use it in a half roll, fake the option, and step back and let it go. Kadari could probably beat the guy up the seam.
So second down and 4 for Eisenhower. Ball's on their 44-yard line. And another play in from the sideline. Eagles better hurry it up. Timeout called by Dakota, their last time out of the game, last time out of the half, rather. And let's give you a chance to let you know that you want to catch the Eisenhower Eagle football review on Shelby TV with Coach Chris Smith and myself, as well as the players and highlights of the games and special features. That's the Eisenhower Eagle football review right on Shelby TV.
I used to love to go and watch the Eisenhower review because you never see any bad plays you made throughout the game. You always see the good highlights.
That's right. Well, it's the Eisenhower football review.
Yep, absolutely. Eagles coming with a different formation here. 4 to the right. Usually when you see something like this, it's a bubble pass. It's probably a bubble pass to Kadari over there.
Head off to Sokowski up the middle. He's got the first down as he's tackled there, just shy of the 50. Benji Marshall in on that tackle, as well as number 90, Brady Blake.
And that, as you can see, he steps. He looks directly at the DN. DN shot upfield, so he gives it to him right up the middle. Nice run there. Good power run. Now the Eagles are in business.
43, Anthony Pulishai also in that tackle. First to 10 Eagles, ball on the 50. Preventure in motion. Give us to Sokowski up the middle, down low for the Cougars, making the tackle Benji Marshall.
He's lucky he got the lower man wins because Sokowski was looking to lay him out. He was looking to truck stick him, so he had a nice hit on him there by Benji. Mr. Marshall came in there and undercut him. But the Eagles are in business, 2nd and 5. And I like what John's doing now. He's hitting them with different formations, different sets, and it's setting up the run up the middle. They're gaining 4 or 5 yards every time right up the gut.
2nd down and 5. No, we got penalty. I think it took too much time. Or somebody's in motion, one of the two.
The Eagles can hit that quick hitter up top too, quick 5-yard out with Preventure. When he goes in motion over there, the DBs are in man-to-man, but they're playing 7 to 10 yards off. He could do a quick out and they can make a play.
Dakota again on the encroachment call. It's 5 yards, and it looks like it may be close to an Eagle first down. That's what it will be, I think.
Encroachment on the defense. Result of penalties. First down.
First down for Eisenhower. Get the chains all set. Wake the guy up there. No, that's back down to the Dakota 40-yard line. Whitwer gonna go deep. Got a man down there. Albrecht. I'm sorry. Venture down there.
As you can see here, he just throws it deep and high, and I like the call. We're going to put our best athlete out there versus your best athlete, and let's see if he can make a play. Eagles trying to stretch the field.
2nd and 10 here. Ball's on the Dakota 40.
Whitwer's got to get his drop done a little quicker there and let go of the ball a little sooner. They might have a better result.
We're back, being blitzed. Sit out to Albrecht. And a nice open field tackle by Benji Marshall. That was his man. And he stopped it for about a yard gain, where it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Wow, that was a big tackle by Benji Marshall. If he is able to break that tackle, there's no one up the middle of the field, and that's could have been an Eisenhower touchdown. As you can see here, he catches the middle screen, and here comes Benji with a great open field tackle because there was nothing. He was looking to cut that back up down the left side. Great tackle there by Benji. So the Eagles now 3rd and long. They got to make a play here.
And they come out with 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Whitwer in pocket. That's Sikowski back there. He's going to take off. He's going to be dragged down there. And that's number 43, Polishai. He's going to drag him down for about a yard loss. It'll be 4th down. See the Eagles are going to either punt or go for it here.
Looks
You see
like they're going to go.
Polishai, he's just spying Whitwer, and Max kind of ran into that one. 2:12 left to play here in the first half. We'll see. Maybe the Eagles are going to go for it. I don't know.
Good job there by Whitwer.
They're going to punt it.
He was trying to do his best. He dropped back. The pocket was collapsing, but he stayed in there tough, tried to make a play. The last second he tried to run. That was a big 3rd and long for the Eagles. I'd like to see a fake punt drawn up right here.
Well, let's see if
Here across the 50.
If Eisenhower has that in their bag of tricks.
They just take a delay. Yep, they're going to take a delay game and punt it. Give the punter a little more room to place the punt. Try and pin him inside the 10.
Pin him deep there.
So a good second quarter here so far for the Eagles. The Eagles have really figured the Dakota Cougars out, playing good defense. They're marching.
Campbell kicking his end over end. Oh, it's dropped. Picking up his Marshall. Makes a nice move there. Cuts it up. Another spin move, but he spun into a couple of the wrong guys there. Like Schmick there in on him.
You can really feel the intensity increasing here. These two are really going at it now. Some big hits out there.
Cody.
They're trying to get to Benji. Too bad we didn't get down there on that fumble. He picked it up and turned nothing into something. So Eagles need to stay conservative here. They like to play that cover 4, keep everything in front of them, and that's just what they got to do. Minute 33 on the clock.
And off to Carlton. He's got a little bit of right room. Look out. He breaks to the outside. There he goes, and out of bounds he'll go at the 50-yard line. Kaiser Carlton with a nice scamper. And minute 23 left to go. Dakota's in business at the 50.
That's why it's so hard to defend these athletes like Carlton. You do everything right, and he still cuts it back and makes a big play on you.
Well, he's a special back, that's for sure.
Yes. 4.4 speed is very special.
And up to Carlton again, up the middle. Now he breaks through. Breaks a tackle. Finally, Rabicki has to be down there and take him down. Now remember, Dakota has no timeouts left. There's a minute 17 left to play.
Clock stops on a 1st down.
Antonio Patrico now in at quarterback for Dakota.
Eagles got a big front. They look like they're going to bring some pressure here. And now he dropped back.
Dropping back a bit. Patrico looking. He's being rushed. And he's going to run up the sidelines. Finally tackled by Joe Metz. Joe's going to draw a flag for that. Tackling him out of bounds. Not good.
And that could be a key mistake here. They got to keep him out of this end zone, and that puts him right in there, right in the red zone. And he was trying to catch up to him from behind here. You can see he's trying to get the strip, it looks like. It's a good stiff arm there. And then he's trying to catch back up to him and get the ball, but he gets out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. You got to know where you are in the field. You got to let it up.
Now that's a tough call. He didn't really look like he was trying to late hit him. They both kind of stumbled on each other. I don't agree with that call.
Now we got 53.8 seconds left, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Dakota. Ball on the
Personal
19
foul,
of
leave it out
ours.
of bounds on the defense. First down.
Eisenhower 1 timeout left, but
They got to hold them to a field goal here. This is big defensive stand.
Patrico in there with Carlton in the backfield.
Eagles got to be careful. They got trips left, and they're playing way off.
Ball's dropped out there.
Oh, we got a little scuffle going down. And the intensity is increasing.
Jella and number 63, Jason Urubis. Dancing a little bit there.
Yeah, a little
don't
extra.
even see it on the replay here.
A little extra after the whistle.
2nd out and 10 from the 19-yard line.
And I'm sure both schools have, friends, mutual friends between each other, but when they're on this field, they hate each other.
Late man on. Pass out there to number 2, Bauer.
So it can be about 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
It's a big play for the Eagles.
But the clock stops with 46 seconds left. We look for another pass here for sure, I think.
And they like to run that little curl route and the dig route at like 12 yards. Hopefully the Eagles are ready for it. And they went.
Carl, he's got some room in the middle. And into the end zone, touchdown, Dakota.
And another good run by Carlton. It was an inside zone, it wasn't there, and you do your job and it's not enough sometimes when you got to go against athletes like this. He breaks it to the outside, puts Dakota up.
Well, it's 23-7 with 40 seconds left to play here in the half, and on to kick the extra point, number 17, Dominic Nardozzi.
And again, the scoreboard would be much closer if the Eagles' penalties weren't killing them. There's another 15-yarder. I don't agree with the call. I think it was a bad call by the ref, but that 15-yarder moved them right into scoring, and they got it. They got their touchdown on the inside zone.
And the kick is good, so with 40.8 seconds left to play here in the first half, the Dakota Cougars lead the Eisenhower Eagles 24-7.
As you can see here, he took it up inside, set his block up there on the outside. Easy walk in.
And he got a couple real good blocks there.
Very good, yeah. And even the Eagles did a good job closing the inside zone. He's just got great vision, and you want to race into the sidelines, good luck.
Yeah. Now once he bounces it outside.
He's gone.
So Eisenhower will have their work cut out for him in the second half, unless something happens on the kickoff. See Kaiser Carlton there.
And you had brought up Derek Chris earlier, and he actually reminds me a lot of Derek Chris. They were both very speedy, very strong legs, great vision. Derek Chris is one of the best special teams players I've ever seen go through Eisenhower. And he also was a great tailback and a corner. He came in and played corner for us and was a great, great player for the Eagles. And my mom's personal favorite. She loved Derek Chris.
You like Derek Chris, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he was a good player, and, at his time in the dome.
Special teams is huge. Your defense holds them, they punt, and then you got a punt returner that brings it back to their 20 or even sometimes a touchdown. It just makes the game go so much easier. Special teams is huge. A lot of people don't realize that. There's 3 aspects to the game: special teams, offense, and defense, and you need to win at least 2 of them.
Well, here we go. Nardozzi to kick it deep. Oh, he's going to line drive it. Kessler goes through his leg. You better pick it up. Now he's got it. Makes a couple of hop moves, and he's going to go down at the 8-yard line. Once he dropped it, he lost about 12 yards on that return.
Yep. Eisenhower probably just kneel it out with bad field position.
Well, there's no timeouts for Dakota, so they can't stop the clock, and I don't think they want to with a 24-7 lead. 34 seconds left to play here in the half.
And there's a lot of good things we've seen in the second quarter. This game's not out of hand. If the Eagles can eliminate those mistakes and capitalize on their drives, they can get back in this. They can crawl quite back in it. So they just got to eliminate those mistakes. That's been killing them all day.
Kadari Johnson, a couple, maybe a yard,
Looks like
2
they're gonna let it
yards,
tick.
and that's going to be the end of the. Well, they might run one more play here. Looks like they're trying to. Yes, they are going to try to run another play. 2nd down and 8. Better hurry up. We got about 6 seconds. Yeah, that's going to be it. They're not going to run another play. So the first half ends with the score of the Dakota Cougars 24, the Eisenhower Eagles 7. We'll be back with more football after this.
Years at Esplendito Mexican Restaurant is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with dachshund breeding.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shelby TV Sports Special. Eisenhower, Dakota, homecoming here at Barney Swinehart. Nick Buckler is down on the field with a report.
Guys, this is a big game in the MAC Red. Both teams, like you said earlier, are 3-1, so huge implications on this game. As far as the Eisenhower side, they're shooting themselves in the foot right now. A lot of big penalties, killing their drives, so they really need to build on what they did in the second half, which was come out with a balanced attack and not commit penalties. As far as Dakota is, well, they're playing their game right now, and they're having big plays, and that's what the difference in this game is, guys.
Well, the Dakota Cougars certainly are playing their game tonight, and you see the highlights here. It's a field goal by Nardozzi. A long one was good. And Drosky goes deep. Nice catch by number 11, Tavon Allison. Eagles, Paul Kessler with a nice play here to get a first down. The Eagles drive that they sustain, and then Max Whitwer makes a nice cut here. Leaves the defender hanging and scores the Eisenhower touchdown, but they need a lot more of those. That's for sure. Cougars with no timeouts, and less than 1:50 left to play in the first half. Score partially because of a penalty on the Eagles. And like Nick said, shooting themselves in the foot, unnecessary roughness penalty, hitting a man out of bounds cost the Eagles on that particular drive. Made it 1st and 10 for Dakota on their 19-yard line, and Well, Eisenhower are going to have their work cut out for them as they're going to be kicking the ball off here to begin the second half. Austin Mitchell will do the honors for Eisenhower. Carlton and Benji Marshall are deep for Dakota. Yeah, Mitchell's kick is a long one. It's deep, but Marshall's going to take it at the 1 yard line. He's going to cut across the field. Got a little opening up the middle, and he runs into the Eagles at number 44, Cody Corey. Cody makes the play. And Dakota will start 1st and 10 from the 21. You'll see it here.
Yeah, Eisenhower flying to the ball there. They're not going to give up down there at halftime in the locker room. They were getting excited. They want to crawl back in this. So they're going to be flying to the ball. They're going to be going hard.
Well, first thing is they're going to have to stop the Dakota game here. Patrico takes over at quarterback. Carlton remains the running back. And I'm sure Dakota's going to try to run this ball down the Eagles' throat. Quick give there to number 3, Evan Civic, I believe that was.
And this is where you see the setup play start to open up. They faked the inside zone play like they've been running all game, and then kind of had an off-tackle reverse type look.
A 2nd down and 2 for Dakota. 8-yard gain there by Civic.
But just like you said, Tim, they're probably going to just try and stay vanilla and cram it down their throat, run the clock out.
Carlton's got it. He's stuck
Good
there.
stick.
He's trying to get out of it, but Saputo in on that tackle.
It was a great hit there. Stuck his head in there. He's tough.
Gain about 1. It'll be a 3rd down. No, it's going to be 1st down. He did get the 1st down, so. Wasn't sure there. The official's a little late on marking that. So 1st and 10 Dakota, ball on the 32-yard line. That's their own 32. Eagles showing a little bit of blitz. Now Metz drops back. Schmick moves him out of the middle. Pass out to the flat. And a nice play by Rabicki.
It's a good job by the Eagles. Earlier in the game, I was thinking that bubble route would be there for Dakota because Eisenhower's playing off. But they're flying to that ball on the bubble screen. That was a great play there. They stopped him for 1 or 2 yards. So here go the Eagles, 2nd and long. Middle screen play. Carlton's
got a little running room. Look out. There he goes. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Dakota. And once he gets in the open field, Jarrell, you're not going to catch Kaiser Carlton.
No way, and he just showed every bit of that 4.4 speed. He's probably got a low agility time, too, as well. As you can see, he's shifting back and forth, and in the open field, you just cannot get him.
So that makes the score 30-7. The Cougars on now for a extra point attempt.
And this time they got him on the screen play, so they got him in some open field. He had to beat 2 guys, and he just took it down the sidelines.
And the kick by Nardozzi is good. And the score with 10:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter, the Dakota Cougars 31, the Eisenhower Eagles 7.
It's going to be a tough battle back for the Eagles with that early score on Dakota. You can see Carlton here just racing down the sidelines. Once he gets to that secondary, he's gone.
Yeah.
There's not too many people in the state that are going to be able to run him down.
Well, it is early in the third quarter. Eisenhower has an opportunity to get the ball, settle it down on offense. As long as they have the ball, Kaiser Carlton can't get his hands on it. But
and it's tough when you're down like this. You gotta still kind of have a conservative game plan on offense, because now your defense is going to be in a blanket type coverage. They're not going to let anything get behind them. They're going to keep it in front of them. So you got to just chip away and try and make some plays. Have your athletes break one, and hopefully crawl their way back into this. Eisenhower has to answer here quick with a drive, though.
So Nardozzi going to kick a little bit into the wind here, and he goes at that ball, other than that pooch kick, and he goes after it he really just hammers it with his foot.
Yeah, he does. He should get a touchback every single time on the kickoff. Looks like the wind is fairly dead. It's maybe blowing.
It's another poocher.
To the west a little bit. A little pooch kick again.
Preventure gets kind of caught up, finally squirts through to the 35-yard line. A tackle there by McGee. And the Eagles will start 1st and 10 from their 35. See it here.
Good job just getting what you can out of the pooch kick. There's usually you're not going to have much blockers or be able to make a play. I have seen some of them go to the house, but he did a good job, got them good field position. Here go the Eagles.
1st and 10, ball on their 35. Wentworth fakes it, pitches out to Kadari Johnson, but Kadari may be going to get a couple of Benji Marshalls out there. 2nd down and 8.
Dakota's taken a risk, but it's been working for most of the game. They're shooting that free safety. It's actually, when they go left, it's a strong safety. When he sees the quarterback, when he sees him breaking the edge, the DN stays home on the quarterback, and the safety's job is to come up and get that running back. And he's been doing a good job. I'd like to see Eisenhower hit a play behind it in the passing game.
Adventures in motion.
Sikowski's
going to bounce it at the outside to the 40, round the man to the 50, the 45, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
What a play. What a great run. He bounced it outside. He turned nothing into something, and the Eagles answered quick. And that's big. If Eisenhower Eagles want to crawl back into this, that's a big play right there, and a quick score, exactly what they needed. So we're not even 3 minutes into the second half, and we got 2 scores.
Well, that's what makes for exciting football here on Shelby TV, that's for sure.
What a run.
Austin Mitchell now is on to kick the extra point.
Wow, he got it off.
Snap is down. I don't know, did it make it? Yes, it did.
Wow, good play. Looked like he kicked it out of his hand. Almost the good old Doug Flutie drop kick days.
So 9:43 left to play here in the third quarter. The Eagles with this touchdown run by Andrew Sikowski.
What a run. Good agility. Yeah, good agility to get outside. They had him plugged in the middle there, and he just bounced it out and made a good run and outran the Dakota secondary. Great play. This is where the Eagles got to come up on defense. And I was talking to Preventure before the game. You know, you got to, as a captain and one of the better players on this team defensively, you got to come up with a big turnover here. Force a fumble, get an interception, something. And they can flip the script on Dakota here, even though they came out with a quick score. So Eagles looking for a good defensive stand.
Keep old Jeff Flarkey happy there on the sidelines. He's rooting for a comeback for Eisenhower.
The most loyal Eagle fan, Mr. Flarkey.
So 9:43 left to go. Mitchell coming back out, he had to get a drink. He kicked that extra point. It was nerve-wracking out there, right?
That was wild. Impressive that they got it off. Eagles are switching the tee. I wonder if they're doing a...
Somebody brought out the extra point tee or try for an onside. What do you think here?
Yeah, maybe they're doing something sneaky. It's early in the second half. It wouldn't hurt to just put it through the uprights, but
Marshall and Carlton are deep.
And that's what they're going to do.
Try to get deep, but Marshall's going to take it. He fumbles it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Dakota will start on her 20, which is where they started when Marshall returned it the last time, and they drove it down the field.
It looks like Benji Marshall's upset with that play. I think he wanted to catch it so he could have a return.
He's
He was beating himself up on that one.
He may have taken his eye off that a little bit, seeing maybe an opening or something out there.
So Dakota stayed pretty simple on offense. They brought in a couple setup plays off just a counter, nothing too exotic, nothing too crazy. So Eagles got to get after it. They know what they're going to see. They got to get in there and they got to stop this inside zone and these counter plays and get the ball back quick.
Patrico remains at quarterback for Dakota. They give this to Carlson. Makes a move to the outside, and he's going to be run down there from behind. Preventure in on that tackle, chasing him down, and took a little slow, but he got 3 yards. You see it here.
Yeah, you can see he turns everything into something. He got him. What did he get there? 2 yards on the play, 2.5 yards.
2.5 yards, almost 3 yards on that
Again,
play.
Eagles are coached well on defense. They're sticking to the inside zone. They know it's coming, and they're doing a great job, and also laterally to run him down. Reverse.
Yeah, tackle and thrown to the ground is number 2, Jason Bauer.
So here's another big play for the Eagle defense. It's gonna be 3rd and short, and they gotta get this defense off the field and get the offense back out there. Dakota likes when they're 3rd and short. They've been keeping it pretty simple, going right up the middle. Looks like they brought some big backs in. Just gonna knuckle up and play some smash mouth here.
Yeah, the Bauer goes off.
Well, they got a good push.
Oh, there's a big hole and power running there by number 33 for the Dakota Cougars. That's Brandon Pittman. He's got a first down. He got past that first line and got some daylight there, you see.
And the bigs versus just big on big and off tackle, and what a great run there. Pittman on the play.
So it'll be a first down for Dakota at the 49-yard line, their own 49.
And Dakota just went big they just went big versus big right there, and so we're going to try to out-muscle you for these 2 yards.
Now they got Pittman and Cooper in there. That's what it's going to be. Now it's Sonny Cooper. He's got a little opening to the outside. There he goes. And Preventure finally gets him out at the 20.
Cougars just keep plugging away. O-line is doing a great job. The left side's got some returning O-linemen and leaders on this team, and they're just going to ride them out.
I get some good hole and good blocking there.
Jason Jerubis on the pull there. Kicked out the left end, and he cut it right up the alley there.
Ball's on the 20. The Eisenhower 20. Patrico over center. Hand off again to Pittman. This time the Eagles stack him up. He falls forward, maybe got a half yard.
Well, the Eagles got to stand strong here, hold them to a field goal, and try to keep it a 3-score game. Got 2nd and long. This is a good opportunity. Dakota just going big set and trying to pound it, just pound the ball out, run this clock down.
2nd and 10. They give it to Carlson. Got a little bit of opening on that right side. Gets by Preventure, and finally dragged out at the 4. Saputo finally got him. Got a flag on the play, though. See what that's. It's holding against Dakota. So we'll see where they mark it there.
Oh, he pulls him down.
It's not going to be a...
He got his jersey, and he had pulled him down. Guy stumbled a little bit, too. Maybe sold it for us, but...
Holding. Offense.
Second down. Break for the Eagles.
They're going to repeat the down, but this time it's going to be 2nd down and 13. Fake to Carlson. Patrico looking over the middle. Got a man. Caught out there. Wrapping him up. Now the Eagles, that was the number 36 for the Dakota Cougars, Dimitri Danakov.
And they just went a simple, they call it a circle route. The halfback releases and then just cuts underneath the linebackers in the middle. Great play to gain 6, 7, 8 yards. And in their case, it looks like they got 9.
So it is third down now. And about 6 to go for Dakota. Ball is on the 16-yard line. Fake to Carlson. Trico looking, being rushed now. Now he's going to run it. He's going to come up. He takes a shot. I don't know. Schmick, I think, was the guy that got him. He almost went over the line of scrimmage, but you see it here.
Good patience by him, trying to find someone open. Not scared to take the hit.
Almost intercepted.
That would have been a big interception right there for the Eagles. He might have had a lot of room to run too.
And Nardozzi's going to come on. As you see, it's light up everybody. Well, you don't have to light a candle these days.
Believe it or not, that was one of my favorite things.
I just wonder what's going to happen when that generation, when all the power goes out. You know, what will they do? I don't think they could even light a candle, you think? Nardozzi's kick is up, and it's good. So Dakota answers the Eisenhower Eagle touchdown with a score, and it's now 34-14 with 6:47 left to play here in the third quarter. And still a lot of time left in this ball game, and turnovers and things can change, but the Eagles got to almost do it every time now on offense, Jerome.
Absolutely, and they knew coming in at halftime they're going to have to try and outscore them by 3 scores, 3 touchdowns. So the situation hasn't changed, just a little bit of time off the clock. They stick with the game plan. The scoreboard, the game's a lot closer than the scoreboard says. We keep going back to those penalties that killed Eisenhower, and Dakota's just capitalized off them. So Eisenhower's had some good defensive stands, and they've marched the ball, but they got to finish. They got to finish, and they got to score again quick here, just like they did last time.
So we got Nardozzi going to kick it again. This is into the wind. He had a short one last time.
It's not much of a breeze. It's a little breeze that he's kicking into, so I'm sure he could reach the end zone.
He gets it all set and ready to go. See a little bit of a breeze blowing in at him, so I don't know. Let's see what.
It has picked up a little bit.
That's a short one. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. And we're going to go down to Nick down there at the sidelines. Nick, what do you got for us?
Well, guys, you talked about on that last third down for Dakota that the quarterback took a big hit. And you mentioned he might have been over the line of scrimmage when he let that ball go. I was standing right at the 16-yard line, and he was. He was about a good yard past the line of scrimmage, so that could have taken him out of field goal range, and it could be a different ball game right now.
Lost it down, right?
Wow, that's a good point there.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah.
And one thing a lot of people don't realize, in the way that ruling is done, is it's not done by the ball. It's not like going into the end zone. If the quarterback has just his back foot behind the line of scrimmage, he can still throw it. So I'm sure it was a close play, and Nick said he was right there, so that could have been big late in this game.
Here go the Eagles. Whitworth pitch out to Sokowski. Sokowski gets around the corner. Got some room there over the 45 and out of bounds. He'll go up to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds. A nice patient run by Sokowski.
Way to set up his blocks, wait for the pitch. He's having his way right now with that outside, that right edge right now, left side of Dakota's defense. And here he is. Just bounced it outside and took what they gave him. Nice block in there. Was that Preventure that came in for the block?
I think it was Chargo there.
Chargo. And that block right there led to a first down.
It's Kadari Johnson.
Oh.
He makes a move, makes somebody miss. That falls down, and downhill goes. Sonny Cooper fell on him, but number 33 Pittman there was the main culprit.
He's slow to get up. Johnson might be injured.
Ankle.
Yeah, he's limping over. Looked like when he came out of that break right there, yeah, he was trying to get to the edge, and I think he was going to get to the edge, but he had stumbled or may have hurt himself. Hopefully he's all right.
Take a little breather there.
Oh, I told.
Yeah, he goes to the flat to Albrecht, but he had Preventure wide open.
And that's the play I've been talking about right there. The free safety shoots, and I actually had said something to Layson at halftime that play will be there. Preventure or anyone in the slot, that safety shooting up. So as you can see here, the safety
Preventure went right by the guy.
He comes shooting up for the play action, and boom, he was wide open down the seam, and he missed him.
Now it's 3rd and 9, and Eagles have to come up with something here.
That's the play they win. That's one play they wish they could have back. That's a big one. But 3rd and long here. They did it again.
Oh, this is to Sikowski. Oh, right through his hands. Looked like he stopped running.
What a beautiful pass. Stood in there, took the hit. Whitwer with a great pass. Patient. Look at the touch on this pass. Perfect spiral. Nearly a perfect spiral. And that goes back to the old quarterback drill where you sit back and do the 20-yard throws into the bucket. And wow, that was a good pass, and he almost broke one there.
Well, who knows? Maybe the wind could have taken that a little bit too. So.
Yep.
Sikowski thought he probably had it judged.
It was up there.
Campbell will punt it away for Eisenhower. Stands on his 34. Just kicks a high one. It's turning over. We're going to stay away from it. Gets an Eisenhower bounce.
Beautiful
Still
ball.
taking an Eisenhower bounce down to the 4-yard line. So good punt by Campbell. Gets a good roll, and Dakota will take over from their own 4-yard line with 5:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. So a couple passes there looked like they were open. Obviously, quarterback missed the one to Preventure, but Sikowski looks like he had 6 written all over it there.
Yeah, and that's a tough play right there for the running back to go make a catch. One thing I would like to say about that is you gotta try and run to the ball and stick your hands out at the last second, try and get there. And I think he just misjudged it. And I think the wind had a little bit of a factor in it because he was throwing with the wind. So
he looked like he slowed up a bit.
Yes,
so
looked like he may have
through
had
your
it.
fingers,
Yep.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Dakota.
But some good things for Eisenhower to build off offensively. They're stretching the field now.
Sonny Cooper, he didn't want to go down. He's close to a 1st down, maybe a yard short, but that's what you call just putting your head down and getting at it.
Yeah, Dakota. Coach G actually back in 2002 did this to us as well. He came out at halftime. We had a close game. He knew we had a high-powered offense with Lance Long back in those days, who actually had made the NFL, and he did the exact same thing to us. He came out and just smashed mouth football and held on to his lead, and that's what Dakota's doing again here.
Well, you got the big backs in there. Give to Cooper again. Now he's got some open field. He's gone. Nobody's going to catch Sonny Cooper. He's going to take it all the way for a Dakota touchdown. 87 yards.
Dakota just switching it up with their running backs now, using all types of backs and breaking down the Eisenhower front.
Well, I mean, Sonny Cooper showed a little speed there with
yeah.
that, but that looked like a blown assignment from a linebacker. We'll see it again here. Cooper gets it. Oh, yeah. Saputo doesn't make the tackle, and there's nobody back there.
And Coach Brzezinski actually before the game, I saw him on the sidelines talking to one of the other coaches, and I was listening. And this is the play that they've been studying for is you can see the guards pull and they sell counter, but he's actually cutting it right up in the inside there. So, and there was nothing on the cutback, so he was gone.
Bardozzi's kick is up, and it's good, as he is a good foot, and there's no doubt about that one. So it's 41-14 with 4:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and Eisenhower will have to strike back with a lot and make some stops out there. But here you see Sonny Cooper. He sees a little hole, and then he turns on a little speed. Nobody chasing him. He looks back, and there's nobody chasing him, so puts it into cruise mode.
And that's exactly what Dakota likes to do. They keep hitting you with the inside zone. You get used to seeing that motion, and then boom, he's cutting it right back up the seam. So great play calling there by Coach G, and And the Dakota front is playing very tough. There's some strong linemen, a couple veterans on that O-line. And they're really showing what they're made of today.
Well, it seems to be taking a long time between kickoffs, and the officials got to move this up. And John DeGiorgio not too happy with his offensive performance tonight for the most part. Did get some touchdown runs from Sokowski and Kadari Johnson.
Yeah, John's a competitor. The Giorgio family is very, very competitive. So, he doesn't like to see what's happening right now. But you want to see your team fight. You want to keep the energy positive and build off whatever you can. So you want to see the boys fight and play like they can come back and win.
Well, Kadari Johnson is back there, so apparently he's over whatever it was that knocked him up a bit, knocked him out a bit. But him and Kessler are deep. See what Nardozzi does here. And he's going to kick a little squibby. Taken by Solkowski to the 30. Tries to make a move, cuts it back. Now he's going the other way. And you better watch out. Now you got a flag. He's going to cross the field, and on he'll go at the 37-yard line. But we see what the flag's all about. That usually means somebody on the special teams got a shot at somebody in the back, maybe.
It looked like a good block to me, but I think they're going to call a block in the back.
Holding. Sokowski's winded.
Yeah, he gained 6-7 yards, and he ran about 90.
Yeah, you see it here.
Blocking it back on the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
There was a block in the back. Oh, no. I didn't see it.
Well, when you reverse like that, it's difficult.
And that's when your blockers start licking their chops because they get all the classic ear hole hits. They're looking to just ear hole a guy that's not paying attention.
Whitwer got it. Keeps it. Hands out to Albrecht. Goes around the corner, cuts it up over the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Gets a good 8 yards on that play. 7 yards, if you call it. It'll be second down and 3. So, take to Eggers. Now here goes Whitwer. He's got it, and he got the first down over the 35. Pittman won the tackle here. See Whitwer here.
He's smooth on his, when he decides to cut and take it upfield, he's smooth, and he comes with a full head of steam too, which is good. He's ready for that hit.
What do we got here?
But he plants that leg and he cuts it upfield.
Dakota. Coach Giannone didn't like what he was seeing out of his defense.
This is where you can dial up try and dial up a good play action maybe, try and take a shot right here.
These guys are there every game. Dr. Popowski. So now you kind of got to be a clock manager now when you're this far behind, but you also got to try to, keep the ball away from us. It's a tough sell.
Definitely is. And you don't want to just give up, so you got to try and come up with some big plays and make plays and try and crawl your way back into it.
And one thing Dakota has not done, and that is they have not turned the ball over.
Yes. Which is key in these big rivalry games. You got to hold on to the ball and not get any penalties.
Yeah, I mean it's essential. I mean Eisenhower had a turnover, and you can't make any mistakes and penalties or anything like that. So.
Yeah, they are. They're playing a very disciplined.
Here comes Whitwer. Nice pitch there. It's Joe Max. He's got a little room over the 50, out of bounds at the 45. Inside the 45, looks like they're marking at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Eagles from the Dakota 43-yard line.
Here go the Eagles. Hurry up again. They're going to go up tempo.
Well, you got to hurry up now. That's for sure. One thing good about having that hurry up offense for Eisenhower is they know how to run it.
There it is again.
Oh, he's got Jax again. He overthrew him. Jax Eggert overthrown. The Eagles looking for a little pass interference. Looks like Eggert's got held a little bit. He's a pretty fast runner as well.
And again, that's now the third time they've caught Dakota safety shooting, and they got behind him, but they just have not, the timing hasn't been there. They just have not been able to complete the throw.
2nd and 10. 3:57 left to go here in the third quarter. Whitwer with Solkowski in the backfield. And Solkowski's got the pitch. Turns it up, makes a cut. Nice cut move, but a good play by the Cougars.
Number 11.
Allison on Tavon Allison making a good play right here.
Good open field tackle. He made a cut, but he got his head back across and made a good open field tackle.
Got a couple yards. 3rd down and 8. Whitwer faking the run. Now he's pitch out to Solkowski again. Sonny Cooper misses it. Now Solkowski can go back the other way. Oh, and a bad call by the referee.
Are they gonna?
I have to say that was a clean block. The guy was chasing. He saw the tackle there.
And there's that classic ear hole hit on the cutback, but
he's
going to call targeting.
Solkowski, I mean, he was blocking it. I don't know. It's kind of a.
I mean, usually when it's helmet to helmet, you hear it too.
We'll see what the referee has to say. I don't know. I think that's kind of a. We've seen some hits in your day that.
Jeez. Before the targeting days, Nick Skeltis and John, the years before him, they used to just. They would lay the hits.
Personal foul, unnecessary helmet contact on a defenseless player on the offense. Still 3rd down.
Yeah, they call it on a defensive player, but he looked like he was running straight at it. But let's see it here. Let's see Solkowski. He's going to turn around and come back the other way, and there's 43 chasing him. Sees him. Now he sees a big lineman there.
That's a beautiful block. Another bad
call. That's a block. It's a bad call by the official.
Just like they teach, he put his face mask right on the shoulder pad, got on the other side of his momentum. That's another bad call against the Eagles. Middle screen.
Little screen to Albrecht. It's tipped away. Nice play there by. Now we got a penalty.
Well, it might be a personal foul. 1st down Eagles.
No, I don't know. I think. Let's see what the official says.
Dead ball foul, personal foul, slap to the head on a defense. 15-yard penalty.
Well, that was Pittman. It slapped the head, and I don't know if that's an automatic 1st down, 4th down still, or.
Well, personal foul, they should be automatic first. I think. Did they?
I'm going to move it all the way up to where? Back inside the.
Well, maybe not. 3rd down and long.
3rd and long now.
That helps out the Eagles big time. That's right, he called a dead ball foul.
Calling it 4th down now. Eisenhower going to punt it. So it's 4th and 14. That's right, it was a dead ball, so they can't get a 1st down on it. Campbell on the punt for Eisenhower. A little bit of a high snap, but he got it. Kicks a high one. Going to bounce and into the end zone.
They lost track of it in the air.
So come out to the 20 where it'll be 1st and 10, the Dakota Cougars, with 3:01 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Eisenhower needs every break they can get. They're not getting those, and they're also not tackling the guys either. So, that's a bad combination if you're going to try to win a football game.
Absolutely.
See, the Eisenhower coaches, and they'll never quit. Those guys will keep coaching right to the end. Carlson, Kaiser Carlton back out there.
So the Eagles brought an extra lineman in. They're going five on the line, and Dakota's seen it and came out with a pass. Oh, and a big hit.
Patrico, pass out there to Caldwell. I'm sorry, that was Donovic. And he looked pretty defenseless on that play, but no flag as you see it here.
Was that Chargo that stepped up on the big hit?
No, that was Rabicki.
Rabicki, very nice play.
Triple, 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 triple.
Second down and 5.
So the Eagles went back to a 4-3. Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap. Being chased, and Donnie's going to go. Dorsky at quarterback. That's a big loss back to the 10. What do we got here? Schmick a little banged up. He's going to come off. And replacing him is going to be Kevin Wright, number 35.
In these long situations, this is what Coach Brzezinski said, they will go to a cover 4, have all 4 defensive backs keep everything in front of them. Dakota tends to like the screen play here. They might just run a draw and punt, but they like to run that middle screen.
Tomasi coming, he makes a pass out there to Tavon Allison. It's a bad pass. It's dropped. It'll be 4th down. Eisenhower will get the football. Minute 55 left to play, and it's getting a little chippy out there. You know, your hometown rival, kind of, and you hate to lose to those guys.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that is one of the things that can make for a chippy football game.
Absolutely.
So,
well, good field position, good chance of field position. Hopefully Kessler can break one open here.
Dorsky punting from his end zone. Kessler is back for Eisenhower. And jumping offside there is Saputo. Kick is no good. That'll give him another 5 yards. Seems like we're not going too good with getting this thing rolling. It takes a long time to get a play started here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has been a long delay in between plays. You are right.
That's 4th down. Now this time Dorsky will punt from his goal line.
Great. The punt returners love this when they're standing inside their own 50. Like to see Kessler represent that number 1 and take one to the house right here.
I don't think Dakota has 11 guys out there. Kick a sidewinder. Nice sidewinder kick. That's going to go all the way down to the inside Eisenhower territory. Looks like down to the 42-yard line where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. And it looked like he was going to fake that one, Jerome.
Yeah, a lot of that's fairly new. These teams are catching and doing a half roll, and it does scare you because it looks like he's rolling to throw the ball. And they had also went 4 wide right there, so they were set up almost in a passing formation.
Yeah, if you can get a kicker that can run and then punt it.
And we've seen that 2 weeks ago with Stevenson. Their quarterback was back there, one of their best athletes.
And he could do that. And sometimes, I have a tough time walking and chewing gum. I don't think I could run and punt at the same time. So.
Back when I played for Utica, we had a guy named Mike Longo, and he actually had the option. If the end was open, go ahead and run, because he ran a 4.3. So it is hard to defend when you have a good athlete back there.
We're back to throw. He's blitzed, and he's going to be hammered there by number 22 for the Dakota Cougars, Chase Fulco. And Max didn't have a chance there.
And they had the seam route again, number 2, Albrook down there. He went right up the seam. He got behind the defense, and it was there. And Eisenhower just cannot catch a break on that deep ball.
Oh, he lost a few yards. They're about 6. The 2nd and 16. You see Max, he got nowhere to go. Good call by the defensive coach for Dakota. There's Joe Metz. It's away from one tackle. Now he drops a football. That's recovered there. Looks like number 6, Chris McGee, has it for Dakota. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars. And there's the old turnover bugaboo that come back up and bite you if you don't watch it. See it here. Well, he lost the ball. It was stripped from him from behind.
Yeah, you gotta, when you're going through traffic, you gotta raise that ball up, put it across your chest. Even get 2 hands on it.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Dakota right at the Eisenhower 48. Patrico is back in at quarterback. Fake to Carlton, now he's looking deep. Up the middle and caught out there. It looks like number 1 there, Benji Marshall, got him with the flag going on here. It's back there where, what do we got?
Dakota does a great job, as you can see. They run play action, and it was hard to tell on that replay, but they run their inside slot receiver underneath the linebackers, so it causes a flow, and then they bring their, right there as you see number 1, Jalen Hall runs a dig route at about 10, 12 yards, or a 10, 12 yard in, and he sits right there in the zone and he's wide open. So it's tough to defend because of the flow and what's in front of you, but penalty puts Dakota on a first and a mile.
Yeah,
25 yards, first down.
Draw play, Eagles are all over it.
Carl's not going anywhere there. He runs into the big arms of number 75 for Eisenhower. Mr. Oksani. He makes the play. It'll be 2nd down. See Oksani just grab a hold of him and say, no, not, you're going down, son. 2nd down at 26. Ball on the Dakota 36-yard line. 20 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Patrico back to throw, being rushed by Jelly. Oh, he takes a hit, throws high, almost picked off. Great job of tipping that ball by Jalen Hall.
Vicky almost made a play on it.
I mean, 3rd down and a whole bunch, as we've got 16 seconds left to play here in the quarter. You see Jelly coming in there and just nailing him. Good thing that Hall tipped that ball. Stroll down there and covered number 29 for Eisenhower. So here we go, 3rd down and 25 yards. Go. Carlton's got it, bounces it to the outside, got a little bit of running room. Now he's trying to cut the corner, and out of bounds he'll go. Saputo was over there, make sure he gets out of bounds. Strobel. It'll be 4th down and a whole bunch in 8.3 seconds. We can't end this quarter here, Jerome. We got a clock stopped here as Dakota's going to punt it away. Kessler's going to be deep for Eisenhower.
Dakota's punter's doing a great job too. He's got one of them professional or D1 type kicks where he puts that nice spiral on it and it carries. Never understood how kickers could do that. I can never kick a spiral. Could throw one, but I couldn't kick one.
Dorsky kicking it out there. Bounces around. Kessler gets away and lets that bounce all the way down to the 17-yard line. That's going to end the 3rd quarter of play with a score. The Dakota Cougars 41, the Eisenhower Eagles 14. We'll be back with more football after this.
15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Hey, welcome back to the Shelby TV Sports Special. Tim Meyer along with Jarrell Petrie. And it's homecoming here at Eisenhower. You see the band is revved up and the drum line's ready to go. Dakota, though, leads Eisenhower 41-14 as we move into the 4th. Jarrell?
Yeah, it's been a tough game for the Eagles. And Dakota got to separate and they capitalized off the mental errors the Eagles have made. Eagles are still trying to fight, though.
Whitwer gives it to Zukowski. He jumps over, man. He's over the 20.
Ooh, nice move there.
Maybe the 23-yard line, I would say. That's where they mark it. It'll be 2nd down. Got about 5 yards on that play. We're going to give him 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Ball is on the almost the 24. Whitworth, Skowski again, going to pitch it out there. Albrecht's got it. He cuts it back, and he's going to get a first down up to the, we're going to call it the 32-yard line. Is that?
That's a great cut there. You see him plant his leg right here. He takes it to the outside. He's setting him up outside, and then he just plants that leg and cuts it up the field to get the first down. That's a good run.
Tell me that Albrecht, he's got a lot of speed. They reminds people a lot of Derek Chris. He's going to go around the end. Nobody's fooled on this one, but
yeah, he's built a lot like him too.
Puts his head down. They were waiting for him there. Number 4, Sonny Cooper, was not fooled.
And it looks like if Dakota wants to make a run this year, they're really going to have to rely on Sonny Cooper and their amazing tailback.
Kaiser Carlton's going to have to be a big part of that.
Yeah, and Carlton. They got similar to Stevenson, they got 3-4 good backs that they can hit you all different ways. So this is a tough team to defend.
Jack Eggert in the game. And
Eagles might be looking for that seam route again. They got man-to-man, so it is there. Play action, throw it up the seam.
We're just going to make play up the middle of Joe Metz. He's going to get to the 35. This time he does cover it up. It'll be third down. Third down a whole bunch. You got about, 7 yards. Well, let's call it a long 7 yards for Eisenhower. Just inside the fourth quarter, Eagles trailing 41-14. Whitworth, he goes to the outside. Thought about running. Now he is going to run. Going to try to get the first down. And going to be close. Got up to the 40.
I love on those scramble plays if you're a receiver, he sells like he's coming back to you, but then breaks it downfield. I used to always look for that. You get big plays off those scramble drills because the DBs can't hang in. You can see him here looking for something. He almost had the deep out here.
Looks like he had Eggerts there.
But he left him with a 4th and short, so that's good. It's manageable.
We're going to go for it on 4th and short. It was a Joe Metz. He's got the first down, a little bit more. He's over to 50, to the 40, to 35, 30, 25, 20. And finally dragged down there at the 19-yard line and a football out there in the field.
And Metz is so strong in there. You cannot arm tackle him. When he gets inside there, if you just put an arm on him, he's going to break you. You can see right there, that's a great stiff arm. And he's got the wheels to outrun the defense. He
finally catching up to him. Number 6, McGee.
Metz is having a great day on the interior there, banging. Dakota comes out smash mouth, and he says, I can do the same thing.
There was a timeout called by the Cougars again. The Eagles with it first and goal on the 10-yard line. Doesn't get too much easier for Eisenhower as they travel to Grosse Pointe South next week for another game in the points. They've defeated Grosse Pointe North, so they definitely have to have that game next week to keep playoff hopes promising for Eisenhower, and get him a chance here. But this isn't over yet either.
It's not. And one thing I liked back when I played for Coach Lancey is he broke the season. He broke our 9 games into 3 seasons. He called it. So he said, let's see what we can do the beginning of the year, learn from our mistakes, try to go 2-1, and then so on. So, I mean, even if you get out of here with your second loss, it's not over with. You just got to finish strong, get back to the drawing board, see what you're doing wrong, and fix it, and eliminate those mistakes. The mental errors is killed Eisenhower now in 2 big games, along with turnovers. Today they've only had one, although they just had their second fumble, so those turnovers can kill you in these games.
Auburn gets it. There's Sokowski, busts up the middle, touchdown Eisenhower.
Nice run there by Sokowski. Good job by the O-line. Yeah, the O-line did a great job, opened up the hole, and he just had one man to beat, and he made it look easy. So the Eagles are down 3 scores, right back to where they started at half.
Yeah, the girls are happy down there, the cheerleaders. They got something to cheer about. And Austin Mitchell's out there to kick the extra point.
And now this is that point in the game where you have to get aggressive. Your defense has got to get aggressive, try to force a turnover.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:37 left to play here in the ball game, the Dakota Cougars are ahead of the Eisenhower Eagles 41-21. And you see the touchdown here. So that's Solkowski's second touchdown in the ball game. Whitwer had one.
He's doing a great job on the interior as well, taking it right up the middle. So the Eagles are definitely not out of it. I've seen this done before, and I've seen it done plenty of times, and even bigger leads. Or I've seen teams blow bigger leads. So they just got to keep crawling, keep fighting, and hopefully they can make a big play here on defense or special teams and give themselves a chance. But this is where you have to get aggressive, offensively and defensively. You got to start taking some shots, and you got to come up, put some pressure, try and force a turnover. Tell your guys strip the ball.
Tell them to strip. Okay. Well, it's a family show here. But you're talking about the football.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, here we go.
Maybe a little trickery on this kickoff.
Yep.
They did onside. Oh, right
onside and right at looked like Caldwell there. Didn't really see it. No, it's Tavon Allison, who out there with the good hands, people, for Dakota, and he makes the sure-handed grab of that attempted onside kick, but that never really got a second hop there.
Yeah, it didn't look like he got the top of the ball, and that's the goal on an onside kick. You want it to take those. Usually a football will take two nice skips and then it shoots up.
There's Art Schenk taking a break tonight. Got out of the truck finally and let him go. Been shooting these games since the 90s, folks, and he still looks the same. How does he do that? How does he look so young? Here you go, Jarrell. Dakota with the
big formation.
Big formation. There you go again. Finally tackle there. Staying with it is for the Eagle. Big number 78 for Eisenhower. It was Hicks.
And that's the genius of Coach G is he gets a comfortable lead. He always has a big formation. He always has this smash mouth formation that they can control a game and not allow a team to crawl back or try and come back. Back 0-2 in the playoffs, they did it to us, and I was so frustrated because we couldn't get on the field. They were doing long drives, getting 3-4 yards at a time. So Eagles got to step up. They got to get tough here. They got to play smash mouth. They got to try to force this turnover. They got to get their hand on the point of the ball.
2nd and 8. Here goes Carlson. Makes a nice cut up the middle. Finally Saputo goes for the knees and gets him down. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
And that's so tough. They come in with their big backs and they pound it out, and then they go to a stretch or a sweep around the edge right here. As you can see Carlson. Now his speed, everyone's, after pounding out for a little bit, it tires your defense out the front, and then you bring in the speed back to make a play. So huge, huge play for the Eagles right now if they want to try and make a comeback.
Saputo got up. I don't know what that was. He might be his arm, he says.
And this is where I'm talking about being aggressive in situations like this. It's 3rd and short. They got a lead. They're most likely going to try and just run it right up the middle and do the same smash mouth they've been doing all game. So defensively, I think you sell out here. You try to plug the middle and just give everything you have to stopping this, because to try and come back and win this game, you need to stop this play right here.
You need to do that or get a turnover or something.
Exactly.
8:25 left to play and counting here in the 4th quarter. So.
Here they are in big formation again. It's probably going to be a draw or inside zone like they like to run.
Give us the big fella Pittman. He's got an opening and he squirts through. He's getting down to the 5, and it's a touchdown, Dakota. And I'll tell you what. Pittman saw that opening. Brendan saw that opening, and he had no doubt about it. He turned into a gear we haven't seen yet tonight.
It looked like at first he was just going to dive over the top. He kind of threw his arms out. I think he was going to dive and try and get the first down. He seen he had it wide open, so he just turned the turbos on and outran the Eisenhower secondary.
47-21. Nardozzi coming on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 8:06 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Dakota Cougars lead the Eisenhower Eagles 49-21.
That hurts. You know, you got a 3rd and 1 opportunity to stop them and maybe get some momentum back on the side, and boom, he breaks one up the middle and takes it to the house.
Yeah, and he put on a gear there that he hadn't seen in a while. Probably didn't expect from a big guy, but, you know.
He can move, and he's shown it twice
here.
now.
Watch this. Boom, he sees an opening, and all of a sudden, boom, he's kicking legs up now.
Oh, I was wrong. All he did was, it was kind of like a side shuffle. I thought he was looking to jump over the pile to get the first down, but he knew what he was doing. He put the juke on and turned the turbos on.
Some guys are going to need some shirts later tonight. It's supposed to get a little colder out there. I don't see the E. I see IK, but where's the E guy?
It's probably cold.
The E guy put his shirt on, yeah. Yeah, he probably decided that was enough.
This is almost the perfect temperature for football. A little bit colder, we like it, especially when you're out there playing. I can remember late in the season, some of our 300-pound linemen, Zot especially, he refused to wear long sleeves. And it would be freezing out there. And, you know, you stay active, you stay warm.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So here we go. Nardozzi going to put a foot into it. Kicks it high and deep. Kadari Johnson on the 10 for Eisenhower. He's going to come to the 15. He's going to turn the corner to the 20. 30, and down he's going to go. Good tackle there by number 22, Chase Falco. But good return by Kadari Johnson.
Looks like Kadari Johnson's playing hurt. He might have hurt himself on that one run where he came out, but he was slow to get up again. I think he's having an ankle problem. Nice return there, though, by Kadari.
Eagles will go to the 34-yard line. They're going to bring in a whole host of fellers to come on in and play. Quarterback Uzai hands it off there to number 38 for Eagles, Antonio Gray. Second down and 2.
8.
I'm sorry, second down and 9 actually.
Yep.
Only got a yard as you see Paul Kessler there. Uzai back there for Eisenhower. Again to Gray, fighting ahead up to the 39-yard line. Still got about 7 minutes left to play in this ball game. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. So obviously substitutions now in the ball game. You want to get these guys some playing time as well. They practice hard, but you know you got to regroup quickly.
Absolutely. You can learn a lot from these games. The Eagles had a lot of positive things in this game. It's just Dakota played fundamentally sound, and here we go down the middle.
Yeah, it's going to go incomplete.
Dakota played nearly a flawless game, no turnovers, very few penalties, and they just controlled the game exactly how they wanted. They got their running game going early, the inside zone, then which set up their screens and their counter, and it all just worked out for them today. So you get back to the drawing board, and
they got some big plays.
Absolutely. And they got one of the best athletes in the state, one of the top running backs in the state right now, statistically and physically. The kid's unbelievable. He runs a 4.4. So they had their hands full today.
Campbell's back to punt. Put a foot into this one. It's going to go deep. Fair caught out there by Benji Marshall, and Dakota will take over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. And we've got 6:18 left to play here in the ball game. So you have to go into the locker room after this game, and what do you say to your team?
It's
if
tough.
you're Eisenhower.
Yeah, they're going to have their heads hanging, and you know it's tough, but you just got to make them realize that mentally maybe we didn't. You know, just show them the mistakes and try to capitalize on them. Get back to the film room, and just work on the things that you need to get better at. You got to keep the confidence going. This is a very, very good Dakota team. So, and I think Eisenhower knows that, and they'll get back to it to try and make a run for these playoffs.
We got a few players out there from the neighborhood. Taking off and running with that football is number 18, Eric Lalama. He goes all the way to the Eisenhower 47.
And usually the formula, oh, that's a good read by him, actually. He had pulled the ball and the whole left side of the field was wide open. The DN had crashed. But and the special formula, or the formula you try to use is 6 and 3. If you can win 6, you can still get in. So the Eagles definitely not out of it. It's going to be a tough road with the MAC Red being one of the top divisions in the whole state of Michigan. But they can do it. They just got to get back to the drawing board and cut out those mistakes. This game could have been very close.
Lalama hands off there to Kevin Renault, number 26. And Renault gets about 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8.
This is even late in the game, even though you got your second string in, and this is also good film time for the coaches. They get to see where their depth's at. Any guys that may be competing for spots, they can see what they've put on tape now. And also for the following years, for the future of the team. So you can learn a lot from these late game second string plays.
Yeah. Well, a keeper there by Lalama, and he didn't go very far. It was going to be third down. He got up to the Eagle 42-yard line. Where it will be third down. Just under 5 minutes left to play. The Eagles' second unit here trying to hold them off and get that football back. Oh, we got a flag now.
False start offense.
Legal procedure, eh?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like here. So that's going to cost them 5 moving back, make it 3rd and 10 for Dakota. Dakota next week will play a very tough Romeo squad. And not sure what Romeo did tonight, but they're going to have their hands full with Romeo. Romeo's very strong this year.
And that's for first place in the MAC?
Well, Romeo is not in the MAC Red. So.
Oh, Romeo's not in the MAC Red.
Right. Oh, he's going to keep the ball, but he's not going to go very far.
So it's Warren Mott right now that is in first.
Carabelli in on that tackle. It'll be 4th down and 1. You see it here. The Llama looks. Grabbed there by Cody. And Carabelli comes in there, and down he's going to go. So Dakota going to punt. Deep for Eisenhower. Number 28, Buhaidar. Chahaiwa is going to go way down, and Haidar is going to let it go. It's going to roll down to the 4. And that's where the Eagles will take over. Actually went all the way down to the 3, Jarrell. And
it's pretty weird. Dakota's punter, he's got 2 different styles of punts. He punts a spiral, and then he'll come and kick that end over end that rolls a long way. So it's like he has an arsenal.
He's got a little how do you say it? Technique going on there. A couple techniques. You see Kadari Johnson there.
He's a tough kid. You could tell he was playing hurt today, trying to make things happen for the Eagles. Had some good plays today. Eagles got to just get back to the drawing board. They got to figure it out.
Jelli looks like he's having a little neck problem here. We got a timeout called by Dakota.
I'd like to see the Eagles take a couple more shots early in the game. They started doing it there, and we seen it was open after the half. So I think if the Eagles take a couple more shots, they spread the field out a little more, and it might open up their first half a little bit better. So I'd like to see that and just put some faith in the athletes out there on the edge.
Well, if you were here tonight, you would have seen that Eisenhower band perform at halftime. They did a very good job here at homecoming, really entertaining, as did the dance team.
Yep. I love that Eisenhower band. They're always one of the best in the state, and when you walk on that field and you hear that band, you get so excited. It really does. Just that band alone hypes you up as a player. And that was one of my favorite things at Eisenhower was our band. They ran the band hallway and everything, but they got us hype and they kept the crowd going.
Here we go, first and 10. There's Gray with it. He's got a nice little run up there, almost 9 yards for Gray. Made some nice moves inside, got some good blocking.
Yep.
2nd and 1.
Second and short.
Gonna give to Gray. Powers forward. We'll see. Did he make it? Or are they gonna fall forward? Or are they gonna mark it? They're gonna give him a first down. Good job by number 38 of Eisenhower, Antonio Gray.
And the Eagles have been doing pretty well on offense with their dive play. They've been working the middle and they've been getting big chunks out of the interior. So the center and 2 guards are doing a good job today for the Eagles.
Another gift to Gray. He's going to run it again. We'll power another 9 yards. You get some running in there. Running hard, he's getting some good yardage.
Yep.
He's only a sophomore, so maybe Eagle fans will see him. Pretty big back at 195 pounds. He's going to get it again, carry it again. Going to bounce to the outside, run it forward over the 25-yard line, close to the 30, bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be first down for the Eagles. Well, they get out of the hole nicely, but there's only 1:40 left to play here in this ball game.
Tough game today. Actually, there's a few plays that could have really turned this game around in the penalties. So Eagles got a lot of positives to build off of when they hit the film room.
Quick hitter there. Number 15, Ajar. Making a run. It'll be second down. Got about 2 yards. Second down and 8. Here's to Gray again. Nowhere to go this time. They were waiting for him.
Well, tough homecoming game.
I mean, third down. I don't know if the Eagles are going to get another playoff here. There's 25 seconds left to play. But, yeah, we're too disappointed, Eisenhower alumni, that the Eagles couldn't come up with a win tonight on homecoming. But
still got a long season in front of them.
Gray again, one last play, and again, they're waiting for him. And that's going to be all she wrote as the Eisenhower Eagles dropped their homecoming game here to the Dakota Cougars, who came in here and kind of ran all over them, Jarrell. Final score 48-21 for all our folks in the Shelby TV truck. And for Jarrell Petrie, thank you for joining us. You'll see some of the touchdowns here. Kaiser Carlton torched Eisenhower.
He's torching everybody. He's already has 1,000 yards coming into this game all purpose, so he's a handful. Here's him on that screen play, and this really busted the game open. This was kind of a dagger. This made it really tough to try and come back and make this a ball game. But he's a great player, one of the best representatives of the MAC and our state. This was a great run here. He bounced it outside, took it down the sidelines.
Anderson Kowski with a run here.
And this is what I'm talking about. Eisenhower has glimpses of big plays that, looks like they can crawl back into it, and then Dakota just answered back the whole game. Was this the 42-yard field goal?
Yeah,
This
that
was
a nice field goal there.
that kicker. They got a great kicker, a great punter. Dakota could do it on all three teams.
There you see Sonny Cooper. He lights it up there, and then a nice long 87-yard touchdown run. So the Eisenhower Eagles go down to defeat. They'll go to Grosse Pointe South next week. Again, for all our folks in the truck and for our camera personnel and for Jarrell Petrie, I'm Tim Meyer saying thank you for joining us. The final score, Dakota 48, Eisenhower 21. See you later, folks.